Hey guys, good morning. It's your girl, the Spiritual Savage, with your energy check-in. So I've already pre-shuffled and pulled the cards, but the weather here in LA has just been perfect for the whole week, even though it's kind of triggering my allergies. But channeled messages I got that now that spring is upon us, a lot of you might be doing some gardening, yard work. Some of you guys are getting all your ducks in a row for tax season. And a lot of you could be doing some spring cleaning or even energetically just like cleansing your space is what I see. All right, so I've already pre-shuffled and pulled the cards. So let's look at the energies surrounding your love life. So this week, starting off with the Knight of Pentacles, which is a card of patience, consistency. And it's been really slow and steady, whether it's somebody who expresses their emotions pretty slow or is slow to open up to you. But I see that you have somebody that you care about taking a careful approach towards you. So they may be dependable. This could be a new person, but I still feel like things are moving slowly and stagnant. So next we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. So a lot of you have been releasing all the burdens from 2025, all the pressure either from your job, past relationships, people who are just like draining your energy. Like I'm seeing all these people. You know what I got an image of? It's like the movie Twilight, where you see like all the vampires in a row and everybody just like is walking towards you with their fangs, like not to scare you, but everybody wants a piece of your energy in 2026, but you are being so mindful and careful about who you let into your life because you have been emotionally drained, emotionally tired. Some of you work really, really long hours. You could be a nurse, you could be even a chef or somebody who's on call. So you never know when you're going to go into work. Because some of you are usually on call like 3 out of the days of the week. So it hasn't been easy for you in the past, especially in 2025. You really got to see who people's true colors, you know? And then with the Three of Wands in the reverse, it's pointing to uncertainty about the future. Like your plans aren't moving forward as you expected, so you might be really, really frustrated with some delays, whether it be like payment delays or confusion about where things are headed in your future. So I'm just seeing that there's like a pause, which is not a bad thing, because sometimes when things like this happen where you've dealt with so much, you have to take a minute, meditate, pause, to really kind of absorb what's happening in your life right now. And then on the bottom 2 cards, we have the King of Swords. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, or a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. So I feel like this pretty much represents the clarity and honesty that you need, whether it be in love or just clear communication from everybody around you, setting boundaries, and you're just being super straightforward about your feelings and boundaries, and you're just like, look, no more, this is draining me, this is what I have time for, this is what I don't have time for, and you're really taking a stand. And you're thinking about yourself, because I feel like in 2025, you're always like the yes man, like a bobblehead. You know those bobbleheads that you put like on the middle of your car while you're driving? This year, you're just like, what did I get out of being a people pleaser. What did I get out of being there for everybody? Because now you're just like, what the hell? Nobody was there for me when I needed help. Everybody looks at you as the strong one, but who's gonna help you? You know? Anyway, the last card that came out was the Judgment card. So this is your wake-up call to put a stop to this, your moment of truth. This is time to reflect on past patterns and trying to, like, I see somebody journaling like the pros and cons of 2025 and what to change. So some of you could be really into journaling. And you have to really evaluate what's working out in your life and what's not. So when you make a conscientious decision about a relationship, a job, this is pretty much the turning point, the Judgment card. So you're either going to commit to the next step or release what no longer serves you, basically. Something could be happening on the 20th. You could have a past friend who you lost touch with reach out to you on January 20th or February 20th. Somebody could have been born on the 20th. Somebody could have been born on April 4th or 5th. I feel like you're really trying to preserve your energy for 2026. So basically, right now, you guys, you're emotionally exhausted. You really, really need to reflect on what happened the past year. You need to get to the bottom of what's been kind of draining or siphoning your energy. So try not to ignore the emotional strain or uncertainty. Like, be honest with yourself. And you have to reflect on stuff that truly matters, okay? So when you're making decisions, you have to align them with your best interest, okay? Think about yourself. I know some of you are very, very empathetic. Some of you have 2 or 3 kids. I'm seeing a woman by the name of Maria who might have 2 girls or 2 boys. But I feel like you're really confronting the truth of all the burdens you had to carry in 2025. So now what we're going to do is we're going to clarify some of the cards, not all of them, and see what the next step should be. So I'm going to use the Singles and Relationship Oracle deck. All right, let's clarify this King of Pentacles. 2 attached. Yeah, exactly. You really, really have to reflect on this past year. Like, have you been giving too much of your energy? Give your partner some breathing room. Being too needy drives them away. So this could talk about you getting too attached to people too quickly, or overgiving, which is the energy that I felt with the 10 of Wands in the reverse and the 3 of Wands in the reverse. But the good news is I feel like you're releasing all these burdens and you're really trying to do what's best for you. Oh, too much work in the reverse is at the bottom of the deck. So if you read it upright, you tell yourself it's too much work, but it's really an excuse not to get involved, which is in the reverse. So now I feel like you're taking action and you're getting away from these energy vampires because you used to bury yourself into work when you weren't getting your needs met. And that's a huge, huge red flag. If somebody's working too much, they're trying to escape something. Some of you could work as or know somebody who works in construction. Some of you have to be in the office by like 7 or 8 a.m. because you're a nurse or some sort of practitioner, doctor, nutritionist. Some of you had a bit of a health scare in 2025, but I see that resolving in 2026. So let's get more on this spread with the Singles and Relationship Oracle deck. All right, so let's clarify the King of Swords and Judgment. Yeah, I feel like you've been really, really disappointed either in love or work. You've had a couple of losses, whether it be in a financial standpoint, you or somebody you may know may have lost a job, or your specific person lost a job. Fear of touch, playing games. You don't need to play games to keep the right person interested in you. You don't trust touch. Take small steps until you feel comfortable with others. Yeah, this has to do with you being super analytical of people, and you're trying to adjust to this new life. So whether this would be like somebody playing games with you in the past and it didn't work, or you're just like, I'm cutting the bullshit. Like, I'm not playing these games with people who are serving me nothing but breadcrumbs. Which, good for you. Like, enough is enough. Okay, let's do some clarifying life situations. Oh, let me see what was on the bottom of the singles deck. Love is the answer. Love won't solve your problems. You need to work on being independent. See, this is where the playing games and too attached part comes in, because in the past you've been way too codependent on your relationships to make you happy, but this year it might be your work. You might be fulfilled by your work that makes you happy, but careful not to overwork yourself, okay? So, oof. Fuck, everything just fell. I'm only gonna take these two. Lust, not love. Passion is not the same as lasting love. Don't get sucked in just by good sex. Ooh, this is so powerful. Comparison. Comparing is unfair. Leave the past behind. This is perfect, you guys, because whoever was playing games with you, that was lust, not love, you guys. You don't have time for somebody who's emotionally unavailable. And stop comparing yourself, because we know that comparison is the thief of joy. Inconsistency, disappointing, lack of planning, cheating, loss, theft. Yeah. Somebody cheated on you in the past, but it was just lust, not love. So as soon as you take down these burdens, you guys, that you've been going through, I feel like you're going to be in such a high level energy that you're going to stop comparing yourself to other people, okay? Once you leave the past behind, the future gets way, way better. I love this reading. Please like, share, and subscribe. And then just remember, this year is all about you. No codependent energies, okay? All right, I'll be back with another What's the Vibe reading later on. And thank you so much for helping me reach over 100 subscribers. I'm pretty new to the YouTube community world, but You guys have been showing me so much love and respect, and I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you.